The countdown has begun, and the walls of the J. Edgar Hoover Building are closing in on the nation's top law enforcement official. As of this moment, federal marshals are on standby, prepared to execute an arrest warrant that would send shockwaves through the foundations of American governance. We are witnessing a collision of powers so severe it threatens to trigger a leadership crisis at the FBI unlike anything seen in the modern era. At the center of this firestorm is a stack of internal memos, documents that FBI Director Kash Patel has allegedly risked his liberty to keep hidden from the American public. These aren't just files. They are the recorded voices of silenced agents who dared to suggest that the law should apply even to the highest office in the land. On December 17, 2025, the air inside a Washington, D.C. federal courtroom was thick with the scent of old paper and a palpable frustration of a judiciary pushed to its absolute limit. Judge Richard Berman did not offer the standard pleasantries. His tone was described as glacial, a sharp contrast to the calm, bureaucratic confidence projected by Director Kash Patel. Patel sat at the defense table, flanking his attorneys, appearing unbothered as he relied on the same privilege claims that 3 separate federal courts had already dismantled. But Judge Berman was finished with the political performance. "Director Patel," Berman began, his voice charged with the weight of long-depleted patience. "We are here because you have repeatedly failed to comply with this court's orders. This is not a negotiation. It is the operation of the rule of law." When Patel's attorney attempted to argue that the FBI had serious concerns about national security, Berman snapped. He revealed that the Director of National Intelligence had already submitted a sworn declaration stating unequivocally that the materials contained no classified information. The mask of privilege was stripped away, exposing what the court called politically driven obstruction. What exactly is in these files that Patel is so desperate to shield? Sources familiar with these subpoenas reveal a chilling narrative of internal suppression. The documents include internal FBI communications referencing intense political pressure to shut down investigations into President Donald Trump's social ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Most explosive of all is the revelation that rank-and-file FBI agents had formally recommended a criminal investigation into Trump's connections to Epstein's sex trafficking operation. These agents had compiled witness statements and flight records that placed Trump at Epstein-owned properties. However, according to the memos, those recommendations were systematically overruled by political appointees within the agency. Judge Berman pointed out the hypocrisy from the bench, noting that while Patel claimed he couldn't release these files, he had found ample time to authorize the release of records targeting Trump's political opponents. This selective use of privilege became the catalyst for Berman's ultimate ultimatum. Judge Berman's authority is grounded in the bedrock of American law. He explicitly cited Title 18 United States Code Section 4001, which authorizes the immediate arrest and detention of those in criminal contempt. He further invoked United States v. Nixon, reminding the director that executive privilege is not a get-out-of-jail-free card when a court demands evidence in a criminal matter. Legal experts, including Lawrence Tribe, have noted that this represents the effective end of the delay strategy. Tribe emphasizes that no official, regardless of rank, is immune from lawful court orders. Ellie Onig, a former federal prosecutor, added that jailing an FBI director would establish a stark precedent. The executive branch does not get to pick and choose which laws to obey based on political convenience. Judge Berman's final warning was unmistakable. You have your deadline. Use the next 3 days wisely. On December 20th at 5:01 p.m., You will either be in compliance or you will be in custody. This isn't just a legal battle. It is an existential threat to Patel's career. Berman has already moved to refer Patel to state bar associations for disbarment, noting that willful defiance of court orders is a recognized basis for losing the ability to practice law. If Patel chooses jail over disclosure, he confirms the suspicion that the contents of the Epstein files are so damaging to Donald Trump that even the loss of liberty is a price worth paying to keep them buried. As the clock ticks toward December 20th, the nation holds its breath. We are looking at a moment that reshapes the balance of power in ways not seen since Watergate.